I'm Tracy Lockwood Beckerman. I'm a registered dietitian in New York City, and it's my job to help you figure out what to eat and why. We all have a lot of crap to deal with in our busy, buzzy, day-to-day lives. But I'm here to talk about one type in particular that we can all relate to. On this episode of You vs. Food, we're talking all about poop. Or more specifically, foods that make you do it and ones that slow it down in its tracks. The constipation complication is a doozy. According to the NIH, constipation is defined as having fewer than 3 bowel movements per week. And when you do, they are hard, dry, and small. When constipation does happen, it can be super painful, causing cramping, abdominal pressure, lack of appetite, and even nausea. So what causes it exactly? Well, the answer is a lot of things. A low-fiber diet, not eating enough food, dehydration, traveling, changes in routine, stress, lack of physical activity, and medication are all factors that can create a backup. All that being said, this episode is focused on you versus all the foods that clog you up. So here we go. Cured and processed meats come with a laundry list of reasons why they can cause constipation. First off, they don't have any fiber and may distract you from eating nutrient and fiber-rich fruits, veggies, legumes, and whole grains in the same meal. They're also salty. The salt may soak up the water content of the stool, making it harder to pass. And they're high in fat, so they require more energy and time for the body to break down. The same goes for fried foods. The higher the fat content in the food, the longer it takes for the body to digest. Foods that are high in fat and low in fiber can slow down digestion. However, eating too much fat can slow down GI motility and cause things to get a bit backed up. Then there's alcohol. Booze is notorious for causing dehydration thanks to the loss of fluids through an increase of urination. Not replenishing lost fluids is linked to an increased risk of constipation. Thanks, White Claw. Consider this yet another reason to drink lots of water during happy hour. Processed grains also play a role in your gastropluggage. Foods like white bread and pasta remove the bran and the germ, both of which contain fiber, and fiber is needed to help move things along. Traffic jam, anyone? Cheese also has a rep of clogging you up, but never fear, I'm here to set the record straight. It's a myth, and that's something to be happy about. There is limited evidence that shows that dairy causes constipation unless you are sensitive to it. Sounds good to me. So what's one to do when your bowels are acting like they're too cool for stool? Well, as per usual, my first tip is, drumroll please, water. Water is the lifeline that all people, constipated or not, desperately need. That's because it provides your body with the oil to keep your system running. When a person is dehydrated, your intestines are forced to extract water from the stool that's currently in the colon in order to function properly. This results in hard and dry stool, which can lead to constipation. So that's why drinking plenty of agua will help bring that balance back to normal. Next is caffeine. Put it this way, caffeine is your classic double-edged sword. It's a diuretic that causes you to pee like a racehorse and can cause dehydration in an instant, which can lead to constipation. But on the other hand, if you are hydrated, caffeine's stimulant effects can put the gas pedal on your GI system and make you run to the bathroom. So while it may not be the most foolproof in this list of options, the bottom line is that whether it comes in the form of tea or coffee, caffeine does have the properties that can make you poop. Now for a classic. The oldest trick in the book is to eat some prunes when you need some help in the bathroom. Well, this is true thanks to the high amounts of fiber and sorbitol in prunes. Sorbitol is a sugar alcohol found in fruits which can speed up the GI system and may even cause laxative-like effects if consumed in excess. I guess grandma was right. Besides prunes, other fibrous fruits can also prompt you to number 2. Apples and pears are both portable and easy to snack on. These fruits are filled with fiber thanks to both the flesh and the skin. They also have high levels of water and contain sorbitol and fructose that can give the GI system a little boost to keep things moving. Like they say, an apple and pear a day keeps the constipation away. Oatmeal contains a favorable and unique soluble fiber called beta-glucan that not only helps to relieve constipation, it can also improve heart health, blood sugar, and cholesterol. Keeping with the theme of breakfast foods, yogurt and kefir are buzzing with gut-friendly probiotics that can improve gut health and help to soften stools. In fact, researchers found eating yogurt that had both superbugs, Lactobacillus acidophilus and Bifidobacterium lactis, for 2 weeks substantially helped those with chronic constipation. Last but not least, we couldn't do an episode about constipation without bringing up beans. Beans, they're good for your heart. Beans, they make you fart. I think that's how the ancient proverb goes, right? Beans and other pulses are high in belly-friendly fiber, which also helps to reduce constipation as well. When it comes to foods that make you poo, the moral of the story is to go with your gut, literally. Though other factors like lack of exercise and too much stress can be part to blame when you're feeling so clogged, jammed, blocked, and backed up, maintaining a healthy GI system is key to keep things moving along. Still stuck? Here are 2 last Tracy tips when it comes to curbing constipation. Number 1, give yourself ample time to go without distraction, stress, or disruption to allow Mother Nature to get to work. Don't rush. Number 2, when you're waiting for the call of duty, don't bring your phone in the bathroom, not just for sanitary reasons, but because it may distract you from doing what you came to do. In the end, like with every health condition, symptoms vary from person to person, and so does the treatment. What works for you may not work for someone else, so be sure to take notes on what gets you going to the loo. Thanks for watching this episode of You vs. Food. Want more tips and tricks for what to eat and why? Subscribe to Well+Good's YouTube channel like it's your duty.